Hello and welcome to our Global Weight Loss Revolution live webinar event. My name is Nikki Kostrova and I am the Lifestyle Optimization Coach here at Educating Wellness. I work as the lead on the Global Weight Loss Program, and also I work with clients with our Defy Your DNA program. I work with them on nutrition, Ayurveda, mud packing, and most importantly on addressing different types of emotional stress and trauma with clients using the emotional freedom technique or tapping, and also the emotional repolarization technique. So here at Educating Wellness, we have an absolutely amazing team of doctors who have devoted their lives and their practice to helping others heal on virtually every level possible. So I am excited here today, and I'm very honored to be able to introduce them to you right now. So searching for answers, Dr. Ida Allen and Dr. Jared Bergman have realized that their only choice was to step through their fear and to find the truth. After receiving a medical diagnosis for their 7-month-old son and finding out that traditional medical treatments were making him worse, they made a decision to uncover vital and fail-proof methods to repair, rejuvenate, and heal the body naturally from its cellular core. Doctors Ida and Jared are the founders of EducatingWellness.com, PlanetUnite.org, and GenesisChocolate.com. All of these are dedicated to advancing the human potential on planet Earth through detoxification, natural health, and the mind-body intricate connection. Dr. Ida has been a nutritional health advocate for several years. Her knowledge of health and fitness has brought her many opportunities to lecture, write, and educate. Her ultimate focus has become allowing the body to heal itself through the proper cellular purification, eliminating nervous system interference, DNA shifting, and incorporating individualized nutritional thrival programs. As a professional, Dr. Ida holds a bachelor's in human biology, a doctorate in chiropractic medicine, is a designed clinical nutrition counselor, a nutrition response testing practitioner, a certified wellness specialist, and is a nationally recognized fitness competitor and fitness model. Dr. Jared has held various lectures at the collegiate level and has handled cases of professional athletes in conjunction with designing training programs to enhance performance and mental acuity. This work has led Dr. Jared to pursue years of study in nutritional neural linking, DNA enhancement, and human accelerated performance. As a professional, Dr. Jared holds a bachelor in human biology and a doctorate in chiropractic medicine. He is a certified strength and conditioning specialist, certified chiropractic sports physician, a certified speed, quickness, and agility trainer, a design clinical nutrition counselor, and a nutrition response testing practitioner. So doctors Ida and Jared are just dedicated to purifying the body for optimal health and vitality using the mind-body intricate connection. They are absolutely committed to expanding the knowledge of true health and vitality across the globe, allowing individuals to live empowered lives of well-being and to offer freedom from suffering and disease, which is exactly why we are so excited to bring our groundbreaking global weight loss program to you now. So without further ado, here are Doctors Ida and Jared.
Thanks so much, Nikki, for that awesome introduction. I can take it over from here. It's Dr. Ida, and I'm just so excited to get to talk to you guys today about the Global Weight Loss Program. And the reason I'm so excited about this particular class is because of the amazing results I'm seeing with my patients. And it might sound cliche, but I have to say it. This program is a life changer. This is that point in your life where you're going to make a huge decision for yourself that could make or break the rest of your life. And I can honestly say that with complete confidence because I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand what a program like this can do. Let's face it, being overweight is not only a huge burden on your physical body, but it takes a major toll on your mental and emotional health as well. And it deeply affects those that you care about. It's something that begins to consume every waking moment of your life. What I've seen with what we're about to tell you about today is, in my opinion, the absolute best, most efficient and healthiest way to not only drop the pounds, but to gain your life back. You deserve this, which is why I'm so glad you're here. And I don't think it's an accident that you're listening right now. There's something that we have to say today that brought you here for a specific reason. So stop the multitasking, take a moment for yourself, sit back, relax, and just listen to what we have to say. Okay, so let's get on with it. I told you I was excited. Let's get going. Okay, what you're going to see on this first slide is that, guess what? We do have a problem. It's certainly not a news flash that obesity is a problem, but in order for you to understand what we have to say, we kind of need to lay a bit of a foundation here. So in 2013, the American Medical Association declared obesity as an actual disease. Currently, 75% of Americans are either overweight or obese, and by the year 2025, 50% of Americans will be considered obese. Now that is a newsflash. Can you imagine that half of us will not just be overweight, but actually obese by 2025 if we stay on the same path? We have 57 million people that are pre-diabetic due to weight issues. And we're spending $117 billion a year on health-related obesity problems. So this is why we're so passionate about the things we're doing at Educating Wellness. We, along with many other clinics, are on a mission to totally revamp this progression. This is our children's future we're talking about. Looking at this next chart, sadly, if you're overweight, you're twice as likely to die early. Obesity is obviously linked to the top 3 causes of death: heart disease, stroke, and cancer. Being overweight, your heart attack risk increases by 360%, your premature death by 110%, your high blood pressure risk by 260%, and the incidence of gallstones increases by 270%, which I have to say, we see a lot of gallstones in our clinical practice. And I mean, we literally see gallstones. People love to show and tell after their gallbladder flushes. But let's move on. Degenerative arthritis actually increases by 400%. And this is the big one. Type 2 diabetes risk increases by over 2,500%. Diabetes is an epidemic right now. But the amazing thing is, and of course, we're not allowed to use the word cure, so our little disclaimer is that we do not claim to treat or cure anything. But we have seen time and time again, type 2 diabetes patients come in, start this program, and afterward have zero trace of a glucose insulin issue at all. Okay, so you can do the math. But I'm sick of talking about bad news. Here's the good news. Studies show us that decreasing your weight by only 5 to 10% can decrease your risk for disease by close to 50%. Now that is amazing. But hey, let's get real here. 5 to 10% is not good enough. What we want to show you guys is how you can actually lose up to 25 pounds of pure toxic fat in the next 40 days of your life. Dr. Jared, could you tell us a little bit about this toxic fat?
Yes, thank you. All right, we're going to go over the 3 types of fat. We have structural, normal, and abnormal. Well, what do these 3 types mean exactly? Okay, structural, it's found in between the skin and the organs. It's our natural protective layer. The normal layer of fat is actually our reserve layer. It supplies the body with energy. And then the abnormal, this is the target layer. This is what we're targeting. We want to get rid of this layer. It's an excess layer in the belly, hips, thighs, buttocks. does not serve a useful purpose except for the uptake of toxins in the body. This is where the rubber meets the road here. This is where we're going to talk a little bit about this abnormal layer, this layer that we're targeting with this program. We want to lose the abnormal fat. Okay, this contains the toxic chambers full of what is causing typically disease or disease. And you can see that in this picture. In this larger cross-section of a person, you can see the visceral fat. You can see that almost like that teardrop organ that comes down, that's the heart. And then underneath that, you can see a lot of what's called visceral fat that gets basically put around the outside of the organ tissues in the body. And this contains those toxic chambers. That's what we want to lose. That's what we want to get rid of. Let's move on to the hypothalamus. Okay, this ties in nicely to that toxic chamber of fat that we were just talking about previously. Your hypothalamus is like a thermostat. It's going to do everything it can to stay within a certain range. When the toxic load is overbearing, the thermostat gets very confused. At that point, it's blocked off. It can't accept certain information from the body. Because the inflammation levels get higher, the hypothalamus becomes more confused. And the hypothalamus is such a magnificent organ. It's very tiny. However, it has its hand in all the trillions of reactions that are going on in the body. But if it's blocked from this aspect of how it takes care of your healthy weight levels and toxic load, that can be a problem, obviously.
Okay, looking at this next slide, we have to understand that our liver is our chief fat-burning organ. Okay, so when your poor liver becomes toxic and overworked, there's no way on this planet that you're going to lose weight. And if you do manage to lose a couple pounds by working very, very hard for a very, very long time and never cheating on your diet or exercise routine, frustratingly enough, it's coming right back on again because of the hypothalamus regulator situation that Dr. Jared just explained. What a horrible trick, right? How do we stop this vicious cycle? But that's where this amazing program comes in. If you want to lose only fat efficiently and quickly, while adding health and cleaning and detoxifying organs, while at the same time resetting your hypothalamic weight set point, we must do it very strategically and handle the whole cycle all at the same time. This way your body starts to work with you instead of working against you, and essentially you're a brand new person on that cellular level. This is exactly why we love the Educating Wellness Global Weight Loss Program. What is really most important to us as practitioners, like Dr. Jared's going to go through in just a second, is to see the changes on that cellular level, to see metabolic processes shifting, to see the organs clearing and re-nutrifying. This is the key to true health and actually living a super long life. We decided to give you a couple examples of recent patients and their changes in blood work. So yeah, it feels and looks good to be fit, but to have true health, that to me is priceless. So go ahead and take that away, Dr. Jared, for the blood work.
So let's go over some pre and post blood work. Why do we do pre and post blood work? Well, to get to the point, basically, it's always great to feel good and look good and be fit, right? But what matters the most? Well, it's your health. That's what we care about. Your health is priceless. So that's what we're after. So for that, we need to start off with a baseline and then retest it, right? So we want to start off with baseline blood work and then retest you later on to see what improvements that you've made through the program, through this process. Okay, so I do have a few examples here, and I'll just go over just a few of the number values. Let's take Bonnie to start with. her blood work, her C-reactive protein. C-reactive protein measures the amount of inflammation in the body, and it can be specific to cardiac health as well. Her C-reactive protein was a 1.6, and 0.5 is in the normal range, and hers came down to a 0.5. So that's perfect. Let's go on to Andy. Andy had high cholesterol, big time. Let's see where his values were. He was at a 203, but for his total cholesterol, which is high, it's out of range, but his triglycerides were at 338, which is very high because triglyceride levels are basically at 150 or below. That's the normal. And he came down to a 155 for triglyceride levels. So he's just above that normal range, but he's still coming down as far as that's concerned because he's still doing the protocol. LDL levels, his LDL levels came down quite a bit too. Let's move on to Jackie. Jackie has high cholesterol levels again. She came down into range. Let's see, what did she start off with? Her triglycerides were 312, which is a bit high for triglycerides. Like I said, 150 is in that normal. 150 or below is in that normal range. 312, they came down to 68. That's dramatic. And there's one more thing I wanted to look at. Hers, let's see. It was her TSH. That came within range. The normal value for the thyroid stimulating hormone is what TSH stands for, is 0.3 to 4.5. And she came into a 1.7 when she first started. So definitely showed improvement there. And Pat. Let's take a look at Pat. Her thyroid stimulating hormone was out of balance, above that 2 range, and it is now 1.6, which is perfect. So point being, everybody is getting great results with this program as far as the blood work is concerned, as far as losing weight is concerned, and getting rid of that layer of fat, that abnormal layer of fat that we talked about before. And we really want to focus on decreasing inflammation because that is one of the major pathways of why we can't lose weight. So, moving on. Okay, let's take a look at the Global Weight Loss Program, the kits that you'll receive in the mail. This is what they will look like when you get them. And this is what they'll look like all laid out. So the Pro Cleanse, this is very important because you have a lot of toxicity when you're liberating that abnormal layer of fat. A lot of toxicity gets dumped into our digestive tract. Now we want to keep the bowels moving at that time. Reason being, because a lot of times when people go through a weight loss program, they don't keep the bowel moving. They reabsorb toxicity that was once in their body and now is just recirculating in their body. And that gets driven harder into the organ tissues of the body. And when it's driven into those organ tissues, that can be a very toxic situation for that specific organ system. The fiber in the Pro Cleanse is going to help bind to these toxins, take them out readily through the digestive tract. That way you can ensure that you don't get the recycling or recirculation of these toxins into the body. That's a key element of this program. Now we go over to the Fit Metabolic Shake. This Fit Metabolic Shake is to help maintain healthy glucose levels so you're not expelling or over-expelling insulin, which will ultimately help you form inflammation in the body. And when you have inflammation in the body, that can resist in your body losing the weight that's necessary. There's a specific set of sea vegetables in here that have been shown to actually stimulate metabolism. And then we're going to get into these droppers in just a second here. They also give you the blender bottle. They have the travel containers. Both of them are travel containers. But they give you a little blender spring to put in the bottle so that you can mix it up on the go. And then there is also myotape so that you can take some measurements on yourself, keep track of yourself in that respect. So let's move on to these dropper bottles. There's the Global Weight Loss Dietary Supplement and the Global Weight Loss Raspberry Ketones. Each are unique. The Global Weight Loss drops are going to assist or guide the body again into burning fat, burning the excess fat. So this is going to be your metabolism booster. It's going to increase your energy naturally, but not overstimulate the body. And it's going to help suppress the appetite and the cravings. It does this with a select group of herb extract. Now the Global Weight Loss Raspberry Ketones. Now these are very important for stimulating the metabolism. Again, however, they're actually initiating the fat cells to drop those toxins into the body so that you can get them out of the body via the digestive tract and via the kidneys. However, it guides it more into digestion than through the kidneys, because if you drop too many toxins through the kidneys, that can be hard on the kidneys. That can be hard on the organ systems. That's why this guides it into the digestive tract mainly. This also will help you increase your metabolism naturally. Okay, everybody, we're going to go over the structure of the program, but before we get into the structure, actually, I just want to say that the logistics of the program, you're going to be paired with a coach, you're going to know exactly what's expected, and they're going to go through all of that with you at that time. But right now, let's get into the structure of the program. It's a 40-day structured program plus 3 weeks maintenance of a metabolic reset phase. It's obviously going to be doctor supervised by us, and also blood work pre and post. Highly, highly recommended. That's included in the cost of the program. Pre and post measurements are done also, so we get a good baseline. Food varieties, we're going to be taking it from all groups, so it's going to be the proteins, veggies, fruits, salads. And then also no prepackaged meals, because how do we get energy? How are we going to get energy with dead food? In my opinion, prepackaged meal is pretty dead. So we definitely need to get our energy, our nutrients from something that is full of nutrition. So that's where I stand on that, and lose about 70% of the weight within the initial 21 days. That's average, okay? So that was just a little bit about the structure of the program. And again, logistics will be covered with your coach when you're paired up. Let's go over some testimonials here. Here's Dr. Mike. He lost 28 pounds in 40 days. He looks great. Let's go over this next one. Yes, Heidi. Heidi wasn't necessarily overweight per se. She felt that she had some skinny fat to lose, basically. And Heidi did lose 45 pounds. Let's take a look at Scott. Scott, he needed to lose a few pounds. He felt like he had some love handles he wanted to get rid of, and he got rid of them in only a few weeks. Here's Stan. Stan lost 86 pounds, and his pant size went from a 44 to a 34. We really like Stan because he just kept on going. He wanted to lose the weight, and that was his main determination, to get down to where he ended up at, and he just did great. Let's go to Dan. Dan lost 80 plus pounds actually, in 6 months. He's 59 years old. He wasn't sure he was going to be able to lose much weight at all because of his age. He felt like he wasn't going to be able to boost his metabolism up to where he wanted to be as far as the weight loss is concerned. But this just shows that at any age you can actually benefit from this program and get great results. Karen and Mark, they both lost 104 pounds just only after 20 weeks. So they did an excellent job. They decided to do it together, which is always very good to do as couples, because you have that support system in place. But they did a great job.
Okay, now everybody's probably wondering what the cost is. Nikki, I'm going to ask you to go through that for us. And we also have some questions you guys are asking through the Facebook page and phone consults. We are going to post that for you on a separate page. So we'll post answers to your most frequently asked questions right on a page that we'll send out to you guys.
So when we talk about the cost of the Global Weight Loss Program, I really like to start out by really comparing this program to other weight loss programs that are out there. So for example, Weight Watchers is an extremely popular program out there. Celebrities endorse it. It seems to be, marketed all over the place. And basically, if you wanted to lose 30 pounds using Weight Watchers, it would actually cost you about $3,000. So this averages out to about $97 a pound, and it would take you about 20 weeks to lose 30 pounds in Weight Watchers. Another example would be something like Jenny Craig. Jenny Craig actually would cost you about $4,300 to lose 30 pounds, which averages out to about $144 a pound, and it would take you about 30 weeks to lose this type of weight. Now, the main thing I really like to point out about all these other programs is that they are not fat-burning programs. These programs, you will lose weight, but what you're losing is a lot of water weight, muscle mass, things like that. You're not actually targeting that toxic fat, those areas of your body. So, number one, that's the big difference. Global Weight Loss Program targets that fat. It is a complete fat-burning program. You are going to lose nothing but pure toxic fat. So the Global Weight Loss Program actually starts out at the cost of $1,295. But we are offering an amazing introductory rate with the launch of this weight loss revolution. And so the intro rate is $995. What this averages out to is about $33 a pound. And you will lose that weight in about 6 weeks. So this is an amazing program. It's very cost effective when you compare it to other programs, and you are burning toxic fat. So very, very amazing. So here are some of the payment options that we have. You can obviously pay up front, you can pay in full, and you can be on your way. We also have a split payment option. So what that would be is that you can actually start the program by paying $500 up front, and then you could pay the remaining amount of $495 at the 30-day mark. So you do have that option. We're also including some bonuses in this package, and so you will receive 2 brain enhancement or brain retraining audios, which are a $49 value, and these you will get through your email. And these are really designed to release those deep-seated beliefs about weight loss, and they really help to kind of enhance that brain and, keep your focus throughout this program. And so the next thing I really want to talk about is that this program offers an amazing money-back guarantee. So the money-back guarantee is just that. Basically, if you start this program and after 2 weeks you feel that this just isn't the program for you, you haven't lost that average like 7 to 12 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and it's just not for you, for any reason whatsoever, you will receive 100% of your money back at that point. So this is an amazing incentive. There's no questions asked. This is a money-back guarantee, and it's an amazing incentive for people that, maybe are thinking about trying the program but are just unsure. This is a great way for you to start, and you have that, sense of relief that if it's not something that's working for you or not for you, you do have that option of getting your money back.
Okay, guys, so here's the deal. 5,000 plus case studies cannot be wrong. We have seen changes in cancer, diabetes, heart disease, blood pressure, metabolic conditions, cholesterol, and so much more. It's really time to claim that inner superhero that each one of you has inside. And now's your chance. So we have the current sale pricing for a launch. We truly can't keep it at that price forever. So the time to make your decision, remember that crossroads we talked about at the beginning? That time is right now. Go ahead and click on the bright yellow link below this webinar to take you to the payment page. What you'll find there is a bit more information. And remember, we do have that money back guarantee. So if you find out after 14 days that this program is not for you, we're not going to hold that against you. As a matter of fact, we'd much rather work with people who want to work with us than people who don't want to work with us. So take a look at the information we have for you on that page, and then take a bold step in a direction that will absolutely be the turning point that you remember for the rest of your life. I am looking forward to personally seeing your results, sending you unending health and blessings. This is Dr. Ida and Dr. Jared signing off.